Good afternoon and welcome to Stampin' and Crafting with Cheryl Taylor. Today I'm going to be showing you some more of the April paper pumpkin kit and how we can use one set of the elements and cards to make alternative cards. So starting last week we were able to purchase paper pumpkin kits here in the UK, Ireland and Europe. And it's a a, a subscription, um, a monthly offer. So you need to register and to sign up for it before the 10th of each month, as the kits will be sent out following the the, the 11th of the month. So excuse me. And then from the 21st of each month, we can get refill kits. So if you like a kit really a lot, then you can buy the refill kit. So as this is a male orientated kit, I would probably buy the refill kit, because then I can make lots more masculine cards, which is something that I know a lot of people struggle with. So let's have a look at how I'm going to change the original cards into separate cards. Alright, so last week we made the kits, the cards with the kit. So we've got this one, and then we did this one, and I've got two Father's Day cards, and then this one. Okay, so on to one side. I don't know where my coughs come from. So I've already cut my card bases up in half. So we've got these ones and then these two. I've made some card bases. Now, the difference is we use A4 size, and these I think are different size. So we may have to cut down the card bases so we get a nice even border around it. And then we've got the extra labels, which I've pushed out. We've got an extra matte layer, and then we've got some 3 label bits. And we've got these sentiment bits, and I only need one of those. And then we've got some more die cuts. So let's start off with our card bases and our layers. So you get everything you need in this one kit. So I want to cut that one. So I'm going to start with this one. So let's get rid of all the other card bases. So I'm only coping with one. And I like this one. So I want to raise it up on. Now I've got the cardstock that goes with these colours. So I'm going to go for the pecan pie one, because then it'll bring in the boat. So I now want to cut down my layers. So let's do one matte layer, and then do the other one. So depending where you're based, You will know your mat layer sizes. Okay, and then I need to cut this one down. So I want to keep a little bit. I'm going to cut it down into smaller bits. So I'm going to do it in half a centimetre ish. So I don't lose too much of the middle of the card. Right, okay, happy with that. And I've lost my mat layer under my cutter. So let's just put that on. I just need to trim it down slightly. So I think I'm going to lose a bit of the sky. So how much of the sky am I going to lose? Oh, not that much. Just a teeny tiny smidge. And then that will fit on there. Lovely. So that's going to be our card. Now we can do our stamping on it. So I am going to put those to one side. Now we can have some more reeds here. So it comes with its own stamping spot. So this is Peaceful Pine. It's the new one of the new in colours for 2026 to 2028. So we've got a preview of one. So I want to stamp some bulrushes. So I'm just going to stamp with these on, and you can see that I'm used to doing the ink pad on the flat, and then I put the stamp in it. So this way I have to remember the other way around. So let's add some. Let's grab a scrap so I don't stamp on my mat. And let's add some bulrushes down here. And let's do that again on it. Let's do some a little bit. Let's do some here. And I'm going to do some off to the side. So just put that one slightly off, and slightly down a bit. There we go. And then let's add a little bit on this side. And let's just put some coming in up here. Just so they're coming in off the edge. Now we're going to have some birds, because we've got a bird one. So this is 3 seagulls. So let's pop them on. Make sure I get them right way up, like that. So I think we'll put some there. Whoops, we dropped it. And we'll put some going this way as well, because seagulls go every way, don't they? There we go. Now, what else can we put on it? Let's have a look at what we've got. So we have got we're going to go with this bit. Yeah, I'm having a think, and that takes time. So, oh, that's what the other one was like. So I'm thinking let's want to do it from the edge. So I'm going to cut this in half because I don't want it as wide as that. So let's cut this one in half. So let's put that in. That's about half. Yep, it's about half. And then that can go on that side. Okay. And then I think we'll put the other half that side. Might have to move my brushes over a bit. Yes, we're going to move them over a bit. So this is going to look like you were looking out on curtains, I think. Let's put some more ball brushes down here. That's better. And add some. Add some coming from there. What's there? That's better. Now, shall we see how it looks like with them on both sides? So it looks like a curtain, I think. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, out of a window now. I think I'm going to just leave it like that. Where's the other bits we can use? This bit. It covers with this card. It covers the boat. So I'm thinking we could have it hanging down there. Sentiment. Or we could go with. Where is it? Where's my labels gone? There's my little labels. Here we go. So I'm thinking we could go with that along the top and then that coming down. Yep, that's changed it, hasn't it? But kept some of the elements the same. In fact, I quite like it like that. So I think I'm going to do, yeah, I think we do it like that because I think that is a nice one. So can we go? You're an inspiration. We'll put, or you are. No, you're an inspiration. That's a mouthful, that is. So there we go. And we'll put that on there. An inspiration. There we go. So I'm going to keep that one the same. But we can use the other one to bits. I'm losing. Where's my bits? Where's my map layer gone? Just the other way. Because I actually like that without anything else on it. So I think I will definitely have to get the refill kit because then I can make some more because this picture's really nice. Okay. So I know we stamped all of the other bits, but I'm just thinking sometimes having less makes it nicer. Okay, so let's do this one on here. There we go. And we'll add some dimensionals, which I couldn't find last week, but they were with the rocks. And guess what? Here they are. I knew they'd be somewhere. Right, let's do this one. I have to put it on there because I can't see white on white. Oops, don't stick there. There's my tweezers. I had my nails done, so I'm struggling to pick up fine bits. But we'll get there. Come on. So we had a lovely Easter weekend break. Got to see our grandchildren, all 4 of them, and I got to dye eggs. I quite like that, just like so. We'll leave that one. But what we will do is I will cut up the other card base with the picture on. We'll go ahead with the card that we were going to make. Rustle. Right, let's get these places. Because it could be the ones at the very bottom. There we go. Right, let's cut that one down there. Let's put the lid on the glue so it doesn't dry out. Okay, so we know we're going to cut it down. Whoops. I knew we were cutting this down. It's going to be 9.5. Whoops. Cut off. Yep, there is a lot to cut on. We did cut a bit of that side off, didn't we? Just seeing, did we cut? Ah, we did cut off a bit. Did cut quite a bit off. Let's cut a little bit more off this side. And then we'll cut that one to the matte lettuce side. There's still a lot of that coming off. I want to leave as much of the boat as I can. But not us losing it, that's better. Losing too much of it. Here we go. That's better. And we'll do another matte layer in the pecan pie. So let's go there. So we've done one card in less than 20 minutes, which is good. Right, and then this width we want it down there. I'm just going to cut a little bit of the sky off. So let's go back to making the card we started with. So we're going to have there's my bits gone. I'm forever losing bits. They're here. That's why. Maybe Mum remind me of curtains. So we need some more ball rushes down there. one in there. And one upright there. Let's pop that back. See, I'm not going to stamp behind it. That will look good like that. And then we'll put some on this side. So we've had quite a few nice days, whereas the last quarter we've had so much rain. We have. It's actually been nice. Out in the garden. We actually made another raised bed for me. Here we go. Because I needed to move some plants, so we had a raised bed. That's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. Okay. And then let's do the birds. Birds. There's the birds. I put some like that. And then we put some on the other side. I want them a little bit further down, going off the page. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Now we need to think about doing the sign. So, thinking, let's bring that in a bit. Like so. And that's going to go like that. We need another one of those lines. And we go for no, it's not that one I want. Oh, these ones here. Just use all of the rustling. That's the tissue paper that comes with it. So we want one of these to come out. So I'm thinking up there. And then that can go under there. That can go over there. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to make a little pencil mark where I want this post to go. And what I'm going to do is, as it's a scrap card, let's get some Pecan Pie blend, the dark one, and let's add some wood effect to it. So wood is basically curves for the wood grain. Yes. And I'm going to put a little bit there, a little bit there. And we can put a little bit in there. And a little bit there. There we go. And what have I just dropped on the floor? I don't know. Can't see it. So So let's see how that looks on there. Line it up. That. And then that will go over it. And then that will come off of it. Like so. Yeah. Yeah, we like that. So let's just make this a bit more bendier. Let's move that over. Right, let's start sticking down. Let's just put that on there. Like so. Line it up. Like so. Here we go. Make sure that that's lined up straight. Yep. Now, let's just trim that edge off. So this way around it's easier to see. Don't want that bit. There we go. So now we want this bit's going to go here. Yeah, it's going to go down there. So we can still see, still see the birds, and might just go up there. Yeah, I've still got some birds. So I want to add some more birds. I think just to bring some more there. Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll add some going that way. So I'll cover most of it again. Oh wow. Doesn't matter. At least you can see there's birds there. If we move that along a bit, that's better. Covering that one. So if I bring it down, that's better. If we bring it down a bit, see more of the birds. Right, okay. So let's do You're an Inspiration again, because I like that saying. We haven't had that before. So let's do that on there. Okay. And then we want this to match on there. Now, there's two different sizes I found out this week. There's a skinnier one. That one might look nicer, I think. That one's just a bit, I don't know. Let's try that one. And I want it to say happy birthday on it. I'm going to put it on the mat itself so I can see it. Just add that there. And then where's the rope? The rope we liked, didn't we? There we go. And then this one. The rope effect is nice. Let's just bring that down to there. There we go. So we can stick, pop that on the top. We can stick this on now. So there we go. And then I'm going to stick this down. So I will stick the sign bit down first. I know where I roughly want that to go. I want that to go under there. Oops. So, here we go. And this I'm going to stick on. Is it up there? No, it needs to go that way round. I'll stick that on. And that's going to go like so. Let's just pop that on that edge. Yeah, that's going to stick nicely. And that's going to have some dimensionals on. Oops. Let's just add the dimensionals. There we go. And we know we want this to go across there. And then we can add this down the side. Like so. Just to get it lined up on that line. Now I'm using the glue because I can wiggle it, my layers, but it does come with tape. So let's just trim those edges off. I'm going to add it to that. Now I'm wondering if you have some more bulrushes down there. Just coming in. Oops. Piece of white paper. Like so. Like that there. Yeah. Let's put it onto the matte layer. I don't know where this cough has come from. It's happened since I've been outside this morning at lunchtime. Unless it's the pollen. It's bringing my hay fever on. There we go. I love how it all ties in now with the base. That's that one. Where's mine? Here we go, and then add some pebbles to it. I'm not sure where I'm going to do the pebbles. I'm not. Might leave them. What I do want to do, see if I can do it with that. Yes. I want to do some. See, little bits to little bolt these. on them. Right, so that's 2. Let's burnish the sides. So I made 2 different cards based on that one. Okay, and then let's make some more. So what shall we use this time? Let's use, I'm liking, let's use, let's use this one. And we know that's going to go on it, like so. So I'm thinking, let's use this back. Yeah, I think we'll do that. It reminds me of a picture frame. So, I don't always use twine. But let's get some black twine. We can then have it going like that. And then we can raise, so it's looking as if it's hanging. Now somewhere in a retired set I have got little hooks or pegs. Let's go with this. So I'm thinking, let's add some bulrushes to this. And as we've got the stamp, might as well use it. Where's my lid gone? I need to make a stand for that rather than a mug. So let's have the bulrushes. I'm not going to do the birds because they look a bit odd. But we can certainly do some bulrushes coming in here at the forefront. I'll put that on there. And then some more there. And then we're going to have some coming in from there. There we go. That's pretty. And then we're going to have, I'm going to make it lower. And then put that there. And then we're going to have some coming in. Let's just do that, coming in like that. There we go. And then we can fix that onto here. With our glue. And let's use this so I can line it up. So here we go. Like so. There we go. Now we said we're going to put it on this. So I'm going to probably use, let's make this as a matte layer. for it. Needs to be less than that, doesn't it? Here's my card face. Oops. Here's my card pieces. So let's just check this one. I'm thinking we might have to have a bit. Yeah, we're going to have to do something on the back. So I'm wondering what colour should we go for? I've got Misty Moonlight. I might pick it up. Cajun Praise, which I hardly use. No, that's going to look horrible with that round. So let's go for grey granite. So I'll just grab that. Because that'll pick up the wood effect. So let's cut the base. Move that out of the way, so I'll cut that as well. Move that out of the way. And that's better. And I can cut that one down. And that will go on. That's better, yes. That will look nicer on that. So let's cut this down to 9.5, which is my second matte layer. And that will be 13.8. I'll cut it from that end because that's got a nicer end. It's just a smidge we needed off. That's better. We can have that on there. Yeah. Hanging up. Oh, I know what I do need. I need a gem. The trouble is, oh, flower accents. Could use that as a hook. I like that. So let's just stick this on here. Put that there, on there. There we go. And we're going to raise that up. And we can use one of these and have that on the back of it. So I do need some tape. There's my tape. That will hold it. Put some tape on the back. Should we get the right way around? There we go. And this, I'm going to use my bigger dimensionals for the back. I need to save time. Let's just cut these up. There's a complete one there. Put that there. Oops. There we go. Big one there. And put these around the sides. There we go, around there. And just put one in the middle, a couple more in the middle, I think. Put some more in the middle. There we go. Do. Oh, I need to take this bit off first. Oh, come on. There's my, this is what I need just to lift it up. There we go. Okay, right. Then we'll take these off and hope my voice lasts until the end of this live. There. Take that off. It's done, they're all done. Yep. Right, let's pop it on here. Let's pop it here. Okay. And then I can get my twine and pop it under here. But up you come a bit. I'm just quite stuck down there. And then we'll pop you around this way, down this side. There we go. And then we're going to use one over a little bit more. There we go. I think I want that. I'm not happy with how that looks. I want it there. So let's do a little pencil dot where I want it to be. I want it to be there. So if I hold that there and pop that round under here. Under you go. This is fiddly. And then put this one around here. To that side. That's better. This is one of these big flower accents. It looks like a very posh hook, doesn't it? There we go. I do like that. Now, think of the sentiment we're going to use. So I'm thinking, should we use that one down there? Yeah. No, I don't like that colour with it. That's a better colour. With maybe the pecan pie behind it. I got a little. I have got a little bit in here. That's better. So I could have that on a strip of that. And that would look really nice. We'll cut it there and cut it there. Right, this could be fiddly. So pop that there. What size is that? Oh, it is. So I want it 1.5. That's right. 1.5. Stay there. One and a half. How long is that? That is 6.5. There we go. It's got a bit of a rough edge there. That's fine. Right, now pick a sentiment. Well, should we go for this one again? You're a lifesaver. No, I don't like that one. What else have we got in here? We've got older, better, wise. I don't like that one either. Let's go for this one. You're an inspiration. Now, is it going to fit? Yes, it is. So let's pop this on here. Inspiration. There we go. Then that will go on there. Oh, that is out a bit. That is. Just needs to be cut down that edge. Now let's use a cutter. We don't want to spoil it. We don't. Let's put that there. That's better, like that. It's very. You check my blades. I was cutting magnetic sheet with it yesterday. Maybe that's made it slightly blunt. But that's fine. I've got loads more. Come on. Cheryl's, probably because you left the lid off. And it's dried inside. Yes, it has. I'm always doing that. There we go. Cut that little awful bit out. That's better. You'd think I would learn by now not to leave the lid off. And guess what? I do it all the time. There we go. And then we can fix that under there. Just shifted. Let's just wiggle it back into place. There we go. Right, then let's add some sticky pads to the back. There, and the one in the middle. Right, then let's pop this on here. Like so. Now we can fix it to our card base. Glue up at the back. Let's pop this on here. There we go. Let that dry for a bit. I'm not going to put on any petals because it looks silly. There we go. There we go. And there is our final card. So we've done 3 cards today, and we have done this one, which is a lovely picture. We've done one that's looking through a window. We've done the wall hanging. So now we've made 6 cards out of this kit, and we've still got loads left over. So These are the cards we made last week. So we've still got this back card and background, and we've got a whole set of things to make some more cards. So next week, I'm not sure if we'll make more cards or whether I'll do a scrapbook layout. Probably be a scrapbook layout. So I hope you've enjoyed enjoyed watching me make these 3 cards and how you can change them to how you want them. Why not have a go yourself? If you want to get your paper pumpkin kits, then there'll be a link on my YouTube. So until next week, keep stamping and crafting. Bye.